What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I got some big news that I want to announce. Made some big changes to Barney, completely changed directions from what I said we were going to do in the previous video. So I want to go ahead and show you guys what we're doing. I apologize, I'm a little dirty. Been working on the car most of the day. Shout out to the guys at Holly EFI. Actually going to the tuning class starting Tuesday. Tier 1, Tier 2, and then eventually Tier 3 when it becomes available. So anyhow, guys, I'm going to show you guys what we did. A little bit crazy, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun and super exciting. So there she sits. As you can see, got a bunch of boxes around the car. The dash is still tore out of it. But, you know, there's something missing. There's a big old hole there. Might be a hint. Pardon the mess. We've been slaving away trying to get Joel's cars done, and then now mine. So, made some progress on Barney today. It's been sitting a little bit. Unfortunately, just been working a lot and haven't had a chance to get up here and tinker with the car. But we got the intake squared away. There's a little bit of ill-fitting stuff that I had to kind of like just to massage out some of the aluminum to make it fit better. I really didn't like the way that it was. Kind of had to squeeze the bolts to get it to thread, and I didn't like it, so just pulled it out and drilled those holes out a little bit, made it fit better. Finally got the fuel rails fitted, got the injectors in. Those are the FIC, or Fuel Injector Clinic 2150s, CPE billet rails. So we got that all set up. Brandon is pretty much done with my wiring harness. I know it doesn't look very fancy, but he did an amazing job. He put all this new loom on here and then labeled everything, which I get the focus. There we go. But yeah, so it looks a whole lot better than how it comes from Holly, where it has like that corrugated tubing on there that does not look very good. But Brandon did an amazing job and went and labeled all the sensors and put new loom on it, put some heat shrink. Like, it looks amazing, and it's going to be a lot tighter once we get it all plugged in. So what's the news? You may have not seen it in the background, but bam, there it is, guys. We've got rid of the I sold my TSI Proline 2500 Powerglide, and we are going to a hand-built Gforce G101a with an H pattern. And there's the bell housing over there. Unfortunately, the guys at QuickTime, which is really over at Holly, I don't know if it was like a Monday or a Friday or what the deal is, but they sent me the wrong freaking bell housing, so I can't bolt it up to the transmission at the moment. That's why it's not in the car. So waiting for them to get their shit straight and send me a new one. So yeah, about the Gforce. If you're not familiar with a Gforce G101a, it's like an old Muncie style transmission, which it is a dog box. So it means there's no synchronizers, and you can no lift shift. It has dog rings, like a dog rings means no synchronizers, and it has dog rings and teeth, and it just you just basically shift it like you hate it and pull it right into gear, and you can keep it floored the entire time. So there's no lifting of the gas. There is in your tune. Some people put a strain gauge on the shifter, and what it does is it'll drop or cut ignition on a couple holes, and so it allowed it to cut torque for a very, very split, like a fraction of a second, long enough for the shift to take place. I ordered it, and it took roughly 5 weeks to get to the house. You can get these in a V-gate, which a V-gate is, instead of the H pattern, it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, back and forth like the such. But this, if I wanted to run anything H pattern, well, V-gate puts you out of anything H pattern. A lot of people are being sticklers in the stick shift class, especially when it comes to what kind of shifter you got. So long as it's an H pattern, you fit in most of them. Unfortunately, some people are starting to get a little butthurt, and if you're running a long style clutch, which some people call a slipper clutch, or if you're running a face-plated trans like this, which is a face-plated dog box, it's the same thing. They feel you have an advantage, so they want to put you in a faster class. Whatever. So, but yeah, so it's H pattern, and instead of it having like everything is internal, you have linkage on the outsides, and these things can take a shit ton of abuse. I told Paul at Gforce that the car is going to be roughly around 1600-ish, 1600 horsepower, and he said no problem, and got it to my door 5 weeks later, and it's stout. It's a quality unit. I'm really excited to see how the car performs with it, and hell, and just drive it. You know, if you saw the gearing on there, it's going to be fun, especially that first gear. But I think she's going to do a number. Jose over at Force Inductions is not worried about the turbo, because originally this 88 millimeter that I had built for the setup was through an auto. So he said it's not going to be a problem, especially with the gear ratios that's in that trans. He said it should not an issue. Billet wheel, you know, it's ball bearing, so no issues with the spool. So yeah, the only thing I'm waiting on now is my clutch. I did get a Billet slipper clutch. Well, it's a long style clutch. You can look it up, see what it is. People call it a slipper or adjustable. It's built by Rob Youngblood at Advanced Clutches. So just waiting on that to come in. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it wasn't cheap. Am I probably a little bit retarded for going from auto to stick? Some people would say yes, but if you know anything about slipper clutches and faceplated trans and all this stuff, like, these cars are getting faster. And Joel, you know, my business partner, as well as, you know, a good friend of mine, I mean, he's already been low 7s, and this season probably going to go 6s, which you will see. So stay tuned. That's just an update with old Barney here. Yeah, we should start slaving away, getting everything done. Sooner or later, we're going to start having some, maybe some pulls and some running videos. But yeah, appreciate it, guys. As I was saying before I got a phone call and it interrupted the video, check it out, guys. Stick Shift the World. If you're not already following the page, please go on Facebook and check it out. You got some of the fastest stick shift guys in the country. It doesn't matter if it's domestic, import, exotic. It doesn't care. We don't care if it's got a third pedal in it and an H pattern, even, or if it's a V gate. Don't care. Follow the page. The other thing, it's not just a Facebook page. So soon, we've already hinted at Streetcar Takeover Charlotte. They were giving away a car. A very fast car. One that's probably actually going to be a little bit, that's technically faster than my car. Can't say what it is just yet, but I can tell you this. The car is close to 2,000 horsepower. It's going to have an H pattern in it. Going to have faceplated trans. We're going to give it away, and not only that, we're going to take you over here, which we're about a mile away from Beach Bend Dragway, or Raceway Park, which is just out that door over there, about a mile away, and we're going to teach you how to drive the car. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So anyhow, guys, appreciate the support. Please go and check out Stick Shift the World on Facebook. Give us a follow, and soon we're going to start uploading content to a whole nother YouTube page, again, called Stick Shift the World. So thanks, guys. Be safe out there, and hope to see you at the track sometime. Peace.